Hey y'all, my name is Kirsten and I'm going to teach you how to do vitals. Have you ever stayed in the hospital for a couple of days or even overnight and you get really frustrated with the nurses because they come in the middle of the night or even every 4 hours? Well, the reason why they do that is they take your vital signs. Vital signs is very important when it comes to the medical field because it helps the doctor determine how your body is functioning, and also could help with possible health concerns that you may have. Today I'm going to be using a blood pressure cuff, an oximeter, and a thermometer, and a watch. Those are the things you'll need. First, we'll start off with the blood pressure cuff. The blood pressure cuff, the blood pressure is forced to move the blood through the cardiovascular system. With every heartbeat, blood is pumped into the arteries. Blood pressure is measured by two numbers, systolic and diastolic. Systolic pressure is when the heart contracts, and then diastolic is when the heart relaxes. So you'll place this on your arm, you'll make sure your legs are uncrossed and you're just calm and relaxed, and it'll squeeze your arm just a little bit, and then it will have the reading. That's how you get your blood pressure. The next one will be your temperature. This is simple. It's a simple step. The temperature determines if they're running a fever or not. If they are running a fever, it's more than likely because you have an infection in your body and it's trying to fight it off. The average temperature for an adult is 97.8 to 99. I typically run warm. So mine are always higher. Mine's like 99.5. This is just a simple step. And then you have your pulse ox. This determines your oxygen saturation, also known as O2. By doing this, you'll determine how much oxygen is in your blood. You'll be using this pulse oximeter. To use this, you just simply open it and place your finger in it, and then you just rest your hand. And mind you, I have really bad health issues, so mine typically run low. So like this right here, it says 93, and then my heart rate's 118. That's normal for me. My normal is the high 80s, and it freaks everybody out. Like you can kind of tell in this video that my lips are blue, but it's totally normal for me. Like this has been going on since birth. Let's see. They will mainly beep when it's done. For most healthy adults, a normal oxygen saturation level is between 95 and 100. Anything below 95 means your body isn't receiving enough oxygen and possibly needs medical attention. So if you're running in the low 90s, then you're more than likely going to get put on oxygen. So you're going to have the nasal cannula. There's a lot that can go on. It's different for everybody. Like I said, mine runs low and it freaks everybody out. But normal, healthy people, it runs from 95 to 100. The next one that they do would be your respiratory rate. A respiratory rate is the number of breaths a person takes each minute. The rate is usually measured when a person is resting and relaxing and is not in a stressful situation. To measure this respiratory rates, you count the number of times a person takes inhales for 15 seconds. So if you just want to sit there and you want to count for 15 seconds on your watch and just count how many times you inhale, and then you take that number and times it by 4. Because if you times it by 4, then that means it's a minute. The normal respiratory rate for a healthy adult typically ranges from 12 to 16 breaths per minute. If a patient is struggling to breathe, they may need more oxygen to help. Like I said, mine, because of my health issues, I typically run 18 breaths per minute. And I don't know. I'm not going to go into detail of my health history, but anyways, I was born with all these problems, and more problems just come as the older I get. So everybody always gets freaked out when I go to the doctor. That's why I try not to go so much. So hopefully with this information, you should now be able to determine the vital signs and why this is very important to the nurses and doctors. So remember, the next time you are in the hospital and they come in the middle of the night, they're not there to drive you crazy, because I know that's how it feels, but they're there just to get your vitals. So I hope everyone has a good day.